BBMP's mismanagement is nothing new. It is the library goers who are now affected by the Palike's lapse.
Bengalurians who head to the closest public library after their morning walk for their daily dose of morning news will be disappointed. There are about 180 libraries across the city. None have been supplied with newspapers since March 5th. Libraries are expected to have newspapers in the most commonly read languages, from English, Kannada and Hindi to even Urdu. The weekly magazines too can be found here, but not for the past month. It is common knowledge that BBMP has been experiencing a severe financial crunch, barely able to maintain the public spaces of Bengaluru in a decent manner. The libraries too seem to have been ignored by the Palike now.
15-20 ದಿವಸ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಪೇಪರೇ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇವ್ರು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಹಾಕಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಇವಾಗ ಯಾವುದು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ. ನಾವು ಕೇಳಿ ಸಾಕಾಯಿತು, ಇದುವರೆಗೂ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇವತ್ತೇನೋ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ನೋಡಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸುಮಾರು 15 ದಿವಸದ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಯಿತು. ಇದೇ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಈ ಥರ ಆಗಿರೋದು. ಈ ಥರ ಆಗಿರೋದೇ ಒಂದು 15 ದಿವಸದಿಂದ ಪೇಪರ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೋಬೇಕಷ್ಟೇ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಪೇಪರೇ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ.
BBMP spends crores of the taxpayers' money on the introduction and maintenance of libraries across the city. They even collect an extra 6% of cess and property tax for this very reason. With the money not being used for simple things like newspapers and libraries, where is it going? Library authorities have accused the corporation of holding back funds worth crores, which has now affected their smooth functioning. The employees even allege that none of them have been paid salaries for the past 6 months. When the BBMP was asked about it, here is what the commissioner had to say.
As far as library cess is concerned, I don't say that we have paid the full amount. There is about 50 crore rupees due from BBMP is concerned to the libraries. This financial year we have released 18.5 crores. For many years there has been dues. You can't expect me to clear all dues in one go. It will be cleared in a phased manner. For running of the libraries, you require papers, magazines. This 18 crores which are paid is good enough. If they are trying to invest this money for building up infrastructure for libraries, this may not be sufficient. So they have to prioritize what is important. The important thing is newspapers and magazines for the public first.
The Palike has given reasons for their mismanagement in the past. Bengalurians have looked at it as nothing but excuses. All the library goers hope for now is that newspapers are back in their favorite libraries. Pavitra, News9, Bengaluru.
A recreational club is one place which Bengalurians thought would not be a target of miscreants. Well, we were wrong. Take a look at what happened at Satellite Club in Kengeri last night.
Shards of broken glass, cracked TV screens and broken windows. This was a sight at Satellite Club in Kengeri. Outside were the members and club management looking worried and busy making calls. Late last night at around 11:30 p.m., a gang of 12 is said to have barged into the club and spread chaos. The attackers are said to have gained access by climbing the compound walls and began with breaking the windows to spread fear. They had covered their faces with monkey caps and helmets and carried swords and machetes. The heavily armed group demanded that the club members hand over all their valuables and money.
ಒಂದು 10-12 ಜನ ಬಂದರು. ಒಳಗೆ ನುಗ್ಗಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಯಾರು ಕಬಿನ ಊಟದ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲ ಲಾಂಗ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಎಲ್ಲ ಲಾಂಗಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಡೆಯೋಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನನಗೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲ ತೆಗಿ ಅಂದರು. ನಂತರ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಉಂಗುರ ಕಿತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು. ಚೈನ್ ಎಳೆಯೋಕೆ ಹೋದ್ರು, ಚೈನ್ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅದರಲ್ಲೇ ಚೈನ್ ಎಳೆದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಚೈನು ಕಿತ್ಕೊಂಡು ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋದರು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಿತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋದರು. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲೂ ವೆಪನ್ಸು, ಟೋಪಿಗಳು ಹಾಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರು, ಮಂಕಿ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹೆಲ್ಮೆಟ್ಗಳಿತ್ತು, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೆಲ್ಮೆಟ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರು, ಒಂದು 2-3. ಸುಮಾರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು 18ರಿಂದ 24 ವಯಸ್ಸು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಯಸ್ಸವರು.
The group made away with about 7 lakh rupees in cash, in addition to all the jewelry worn by the members. Eyewitnesses have stated that the gang of men seemed young and aged between 18 to 25.
ಲೋಕಲ್ನವರೇ ಯಾರೋ ಅದಂತೂ ಸತ್ಯ. ಲೋಕಲ್ನವರೇ, ಬೇರೆಯವರು ಯಾರು ಬರೋಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಅವರು ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಊಟ ತಿಂಡಿ ತಿಂದು ಕುಡಿದು ಪಡೆದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗಿ ವಾಚ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸುಮಾರು ದಿನದಿಂದ ನೋಡಿ ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಇವಾಗ ನೆನೆ ಈ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಅದು ಹಬ್ಬ ಅಲ್ಲ, ದುಡ್ಡು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, 4,000 8,000 ಬುಕ್ ಆಡ್ತಿದ್ದ ಹಬ್ಬದ ಪ್ರಯುಕ್ತ. ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿ ಮಾರನೇ ದಿನ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
Involvement of people from within the club has been suspected. A complaint has been registered with the jurisdictional Kumbalgodu police, who have launched an investigation. Sunil with Vishnu Prasad for News 9 Bengaluru.
After an intense investigation over the past 10 days, Bengaluru police have arrested 7 members in relation to multiple cases of theft, robbery and dacoity across the city. Police from JP Nagar, RT Nagar, Mahalakshmi Layout and Sheshadripuram jurisdiction have come together and investigated the cases. They have recovered jewellery and various other things from the robbers. Goods worth 22 lakhs were recovered by the cops of various jurisdictions. 7 robbers have been arrested in this case. And investigations were on over the past 10 days and they have now gone on to arrest 7 members in relation to theft, robbery and dacoity. Police from JP Nagar, RT Nagar, Mahalakshmi Layout and Sheshadripuram jurisdiction came together and investigated the cases and they nabbed 7 culprits. In relation to this, goods worth rupees 22 lakh were recovered, which included jewellery, various other bronze showpieces and various other things. Various silver articles, gold necklace, bangles and various other jewellery was recovered from these 7 culprits. Well, these are the visuals of the culprits that you just saw. Time and again, we have told of how a work of good intention has turned into a nightmare for Bengalurians. Here is yet another case. Take a look.
This is a stormwater drain constructed to make the life of residents of JP Nagar 4th phase easy. But something that was supposed to be a boon has become a living nightmare. The stormwater drain is contaminated by effluents from a nearby factory. With this comes the filthy bathroom water from all the houses in the area. As a result, residents of the homes surrounding these drains rarely open their windows. And to add to the mix, an apartment building is all set to come up right next to the stormwater drain.
Sometimes ಅದು ಬೇಸಿಗೆನಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ನೂ ಬೇಸಿಗೆನಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಸ್ಮೆಲ್ ತುಂಬ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. And it is most likely chemicals from factories. Effluents are, I think, made up of chemicals. They are very, very hazardous for the health of the people here.
Drain begins from Jayanagar and goes all the way till Madiwala. Near JP Nagar, a few builders have illegally encroached it. The stormwater drain, which is 20 to 25 feet wide, becomes 10 to 15 feet in certain places. Although various complaints have been registered with the Karnataka Pollution Control Board, the concerned authorities have only turned a deaf ear to the woes of the residents.
Yeah, as you can see, this park behind me, that's public property, and there's the stormwater drain adjoining the park. So some people have cut across the park and they've built a pathway, they built a roadway actually, right over the stormwater drain, which is totally illegal, and they're planning to put up a building on the other side. So that is one thing, and what really adds to our misery is the stench that is there right through the year, especially in the dry season. It's really very bad. It's unbearable. As you can see, we all have to stand here with our noses plugged. So even though I live a quarter kilometer away, I can still get the smell.
When we contacted the Pollution Control Board, this is what they had to say. The distress of the residents of Dollars Colony in JP Nagar has come to our notice. The reasons for this are the chemical factories in the locality. We have informed the concerned officials and their problems will soon be looked into. Action will also be taken against the builder who encroached the stormwater drains. What was supposed to be a boon for the residents of JP Nagar has now become a bane. How soon will their woes be resolved is a question that remains to be answered. Maltesh, News 9, Bengaluru.